How you doing? Como vai? Como vai? Que paso? How's it going? How's it going? Let's see here. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple seconds and I'll go ahead and hop into it. Really, I should like as I'm waiting. Sometimes I probably should like just have like some house music playing a little bit. Have a little bit of house music playing for a little bit. Let me see. Um, see, do we got anything? And oh, some deep house instrumental. Let's see what we got. Just something calm, right? Just something calm. Um, anyways, as of recently, right? You got to hit on the sports topic sometimes. As of recently, before I dive into anything, as of recently, there were you had USA championships, right? That was wild. And then also preseason started for the NFL. Football's back. Football's finally back, so everybody's happy, right? Everybody's peaceful. You know what I'm saying? You can have your beer on Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Thursday. Then you got college football. It's gonna be Saturday. So that's football 4 days out the week, right? So you can't really beat that. But to dive into things, so there's a guy that I'm working with right now, and one of his questions were, how do I figure out what weight I'm supposed to be using, right? Because a lot of the guys that I'm training and a lot of the guys that I have trained are looking to drop the weight, right? Want to get a little bit leaner. They want muscles to pop out. They want the abs to pop out, right? So one extremely important thing is you want to make sure that you are pushing weight that is heavy enough to where that you have some sort of challenge, because once again you don't want to drop weight and then and lose muscle too, right? Then looking baggy and shit, and it's not good, right? So there's a guy that I love listening to. His name is Mike Israetel, right? This is where I learned this from. One option, right, that you can choose to make sure that you're lifting the right weight is to be able to feel how many reps in reserve that you have until you fail, right? And so basically what that means is for example, when you're starting off, when you're trying to figure out what weight you should start at, for that first set, that let's put it like this, that first maybe week or two in that program, you might be figuring out that comfortable weight that you should be at, right? So what will happen is in your warm-up sets, you need to take that extremely seriously, because that'll let you know about where you should be at, okay? Now, typically what I do, right? Say if there's an exercise that I've never done before, right? What I would do is I would do a couple warm-up sets and see after each warm-up set, I say to myself, okay, how many reps in reserve do I have until I fail, right? And typically when you're starting off a program, you want to be somewhere between, I say like between 3 and 5 reps of reserve until you fail, okay? So say you're doing like bench press, 10 sets of 12, okay? And you have 135 pounds on the bar, right? And you're at rep number 10, okay? If you feel like you can do another 10 or 20 reps, then that's not the weight that you want to use, right? So then you bump up to say, let's say 145, okay? And you're hitting your reps. And let's say you get to rep 10, and you're like, I probably have another 3 or 5 reps left until I fail and this bar collapses on me and I'm done, okay? At that point, that is the weight that you're going to want to use for that day, okay? You have found your weight that is going to allow you to start seeing some growth, right, or some progress, right? So just make sure you keep that in mind. Try to be in that 3 to 5 like reps of your reps until failure. And the reason why I say 3 to 5 reps in reserve is because that's just a number that guys way smarter than me, have come up with. And that's what they've seen, as far as seeing growth. I've used that on myself. I've used it on my clients, seen a lot of success on my clients. So it's tried and proven, right? So next step is for you to take that for you to implement that into your workout, and give me your feedback. Let me know how that goes, right? And let me know the tremendous amounts of progress that you're making, right, as you implement that. So that's the end of my spiel today. If you guys need help, not as far as the reps in reserve, but what exercises to pick, right, as you're trying to get the old body back, as you're trying to get back in shape, as you're trying to drop the weight and have the muscles pop, probably the easiest thing to do would be to shoot me a message on Instagram. Instagram name is Keem, KEEMFIT, fit. That'll probably be the easiest way. We can probably hop on a call and figure out what would be the best route or what tips do you need to, to go from here to there. But outside of that, I appreciate you guys for, what's my name? My name is Joaquin, but I think the YouTube name is Keem Fit, pretty sure. Keem Fit, yeah. But that's my name. But once again, I appreciate you guys for watching live. Until next time, be great, and I'm out of here.